Hi, Abreshmina.
Hi, also. Hi.
Hi. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
last time around wasn't the best of results, obviously.
Yeah,
I mean, and what we saw of Brazil and USA today, they produced a fantastic match earlier on. You
absolutely.
know, which also tells us going to be difficult against Brazil as well. So this is obviously do or die for Team India.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes. Do you want us to quick? Do you want to quickly take us through the lineups?
It's difficult for me to see. If you would like to go through it, I think that would be better.
Okay. So I think the biggest shock is obviously the dropping of when, Linda Com. Linda Com's dropped to the
Yeah.
bench, right?
Yes.
And she is one of I believe four changes. Melody Chanu comes in for Anjali Munda. Naketa
Hmm.
is in, and so is Babina Devi, right?
Yeah.
This potentially means that we're going to see number seven Neha, who we've heard a lot about, who obviously plays in our
Yes.
own backyard for the
Yeah.
Mangali, he hails from the Mangali Football Academy. So interesting choice there from Thomas Dennerby, right? It
I
depends
personally
on,
think.
yeah, go on. Sorry.
I personally think it's probably the first time that I've seen Denby drop Linda.
You think it's too much of a gamble from him?
Hmm. Can be, to be very honest, because while we've seen Neha do decent and like try and capitalize on a couple of half chances, but I think in terms of the movement and the accuracy that Linda you know provides, it might be a bit difficult, but I'm sure he did see something uh, in the training for him to take this decision.
Okay. Before the game starts, just remind you that you can subscribe to Sportscast for any and every Indian League action from any corner of the country. And congrats to them. They've just hit 100K subscribers. I think it's a fantastic achievement. Kudos to everyone at
Yeah.
Sportscast. So we're just having the what do you say? We're just having the graphic on screen, which shows
Yes.
us. I mean, it tells us that Neetu Linda is the one that's heading up the attack, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It's 4-3-1.
yeah, and I'm
Neha
not
is
sure if
playing in
this.
the same position.
I'm not sure if this graphic is accurate. It shows Astam at left back. I pretty much expect one of Kajal and Naketa actually to be there, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Um
same. I think Kajal should be left and Naketa should be
yeah,
right, as
Naketa
it's
should
shown
be there.
in the graphic here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure it's very accurate. But Neha, yes, but probably they are. I did think that they were playing 4-2-3-1, and Neha would be playing in that case. Neha would be playing in the same position that was she was playing in the previous game. And
Yeah.
Babina, I think here would be the number six.
Yeah. We've also seen him trying to, what do you say, change up Shilky in the middle, and
Yeah,
we've also seen him trying to push, push her up, right? Push her up to six, and then maybe swap with somebody else in defense. It didn't really work out against the US. It might just work against Morocco. But for our viewers, we should just tell this Morocco team has a lot of endurance, right? They're full of
yeah.
running, right? And I mean, they just look like they could play 180 minutes, right? So
Yeah, yeah, they're very, very fit, and their goalkeeper is pretty strong, which means it will be a challenge for India to score. Uh, I did mention it today on my Twitter thread that I do feel that there is the space between their left back and left center back that can be exploited. And I think to like for that, Neha would probably be responsible to take charge of that on that front. But yes, I do feel that that is one place where the space can be exploited because I mean, at least Brazil was able to find space a lot over there. And yeah, we have kicked off.
Yes, we kicked off, and it looks like Linda will operate from the right.
Yeah.
She she looks like she's going to be a tricky customer here, but depends, depends on how really they do, and they're pressing from the go. It isn't like last match, right?
Yes, yes. I think they kind of realized that they needed to be more upfront, I felt.
Yeah, and here's a coach Anthony Rimerson. Uh, I mean, looked like a very calm figure at the end of last match. Obviously, they pushed and pushed and pushed. We have Melody Chanu here, who seems to have a. I mean, her kick seemed to at least travel longer than Anjali Munda stayed, and here's Neetu Linda. She's trying to she's trying to play the third man with Shubhangi, but it didn't really come off there. But good high press here, right? Interesting to see, if the high press pays off. We have Anita Kumari, up front.
Yeah. And also, I think it is going to be difficult even though India are pressing. It's going to be difficult because Morocco is physical in that sense, a good physicality. So yeah, it's going to be tricky in that sense.
Okay, here's one ball sprayed out to the wide, but Morocco seemed to get it, and Morocco are fast. Morocco are fast in attacking
Yeah,
transitions, and they're moving the ball, they're zipping it around. Early shot in, but it looks like it is Naketa in the center, and surprisingly, he has moved Astam to the to the left back position. Clearly
yeah,
not happy with what happened last match. Clearly not happy at his fullbacks getting beaten too often, right? Right, but at least it's heartening to see
absolutely,
that the likes of Nitu are doubling up on the wing. But some early warning signs from Morocco there.
100%. That was a lovely back heel to try and set that shot up from the number nine. I mean, lovely back heel.
Yeah.
These are the little skills that India, I feel, would have to be careful of, like not get dragged by the ball or by the movement of the players and focus a lot on how the ball is being moved.
There's also quite unnecessary there, by Sheriff. Morocco really wasn't under any sort of pressure, but she put her hands on Ethan Linda, but they have it back. Morocco, and that's got to be a foul throw. Looks like a foul throw, but
Yeah,
it isn't. Uh, yep. There's
that kind
Astam.
of did look like a foul from Sheriff to me.
Uh, and you got a feel for the likes of Neha really didn't get into the game because didn't get any service at all last game, and probably didn't get a chance to show. India needs, if India have to score, they have to try and get their wingers isolated, find them in space, and have them run at Morocco's fullbacks. But at least
Yeah.
they're showing intent to try and disrupt Morocco's play, which is pretty encouraging, right? It looks like it's going to be a very open game. Okay,
I do feel that there is intent to the press is far better than it was the previous game. I think they were awed by the occasion and the opponent that they had. So in that
okay.
sense, they're doing better.
Yeah, that's just poor by Naketa.
But
She's just lucky to escape a yellow card. There, that's a clear tug, and I think because it's so early on in the match, the ref she showed a bit of leniency, but once more, and I think that should, she should go in the book, really.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was a clear foul, and you're absolutely right that it's just too early in the game, and the referee, which is why I decided not to show the card, but that was a short yellow card offense.
That's Astam, skying it, really. And you look at, oh, that's a heavy tackle, but it's
I
got to
think
be
I'm running
yellow.
this time. I am running a little behind.
Yeah, that's got to be yellow. That's so heavy mm, by Shilky, and she's quickly fleeing the scene, right? But I mean, will VAR be checking for this? I mean, these are sort of things that VAR does check for, right? Oh, that's just, oh, that's.
I think
I mean, and
they would be checking.
I think the
I'm yet
Morocco
to see
coach
the
is just
replay.
furious.
Ooh, ooh. Now I see what you mean. It's bad. That's a really bad foul.
Yeah.
Yellow for sure.
And as we speak, the Indian under 20 Colts lead, in their match 2-1 in their opening match of the AFC under 20 qualifiers. So that's a good news. They fell back very early on, but they recovered to score two. I think to Maheshan and Gurkirat, if I'm not wrong, among the two
Okay.
scorers. And good news on that front. If you have any questions about Indian women's football, you have two people here who have combined covered it for 15 years. That's more than anybody else. You started going to the fields when nobody else would, and I really appreciate this interest in Indian women's football. Hope it sustains after the World Cup as well. Feel free to ask us questions with the hashtag Ask the Panel. We'll try and dissect the game as much as we can. Oh, almost stole the ball there. That's an early chance for Team India. Oh, Nitulinda can't cut it back. And the early scare for Morocco. Good. This is good from India. They're showing intensity. We don't know if going to be able to
Hmm.
keep it up, but uh, you feel that the next 45 they may not be as intense as this, and like we said, you know that Morocco are endurance monsters, and that's the only
Yeah.
reason they were able to keep up with Brazil in their game, right?
No, absolutely. I think that was a really good move. I was running far behind, so I had to wait to see it after you spoke about it. But yeah, I mean that was good. That was good pressing. I mean that's the kind of pressure that you want to put on the defenders. So yeah,
Right. And Thomas Dennerby doesn't look too unhappy with what he's seen so far, and I think I think he'll be happy to take a point. I think the initial expectation might have been 4 points, but uh, I think because these men also did not take a single point in there, and it doesn't mean that the expectations have to be same, but a point really would be a great boost. It would be India's first point, right? In any World Cup. So uh, definitely would be a huge boost if they do manage to hang on to it.
because of the pressure that actually India have put early on, I think even they're able to disrupt Morocco's game. Morocco have not been able to string too many passes together because of the pressure that the Indians are putting in a very, structured manner.
Right, and that's just poor from Neha on the wing because she didn't need to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
why commit a foul there at all? Why commit a foul there at all? That's a tug. That's a tug. Has to be yellow, right? Oh, referee is pretty lenient with the cards today. That's great. But I mean, Neetu Linda was through on goal, and it's a clear counter and has to be a yellow. right? A comment on our chat says it's 2-2 all now in the under
Oh,
20,
okay.
20 game. Yeah, we hope India can retake the lead as we and India's set piece. It remains to seen if India can convert a set piece. Like we said, set pieces are India's best friend at every level, right?
Yeah,
But
but we'll have to see if that's the same for this team as well.
oh, that's it's not a bad delivery, but nobody really attacking the ball, really. And it's Neha. We have heard that she is the creative spark, and it's first and not a bad delivery at all. Like it's like
No,
somebody
no,
just needed to gamble. Yeah. So sorry, go
that was
on,
a good.
Abreshmina.
Yeah, that was a honestly that was a good delivery. It was on the far towards the far post. I was good, but yes, I don't think anybody really read that well and tried to go for it. So yeah, I mean, I think the rest are at fault. Neha did her job at that point.
Yeah. It, it's also interesting to see if Astam and Neha have been put on the because we have heard from sources that Neha is a capable source of threat. Like she has she can potentially disrupt the opponent defense. So it remains to be seen if putting Astam and Neha on the same wing is also a tactical move to try and get Neha pushed up, to provide her the cover that an Astam does. Really interesting to see if it pull. And Neetu Linda just pressing like a monster from the get go. I mean, passing obviously remains a little bit to be, desired, but she is. I mean,
Yeah,
Neetu. I mean, from what we are seeing here, that's a long touch from Neha, long, long, long touch from Neha. She's never going to catch that. Not against Morocco player. We know they're fast. We know they have endurance. Like, you have to try and play the short game against Morocco is what I feel. Right. Interesting.
yeah, yeah.
Morocco
I think
building up from the back. Morocco really playing out of the press. Really impressive here. Really, really nice to watch this. At the under 17 level, you want every team to be try and able to beat the press because the press is a part of the modern game, right? Number 9 here, Shubhangi better not commit. She commits, she could be left isolated. Oh, last moment, can India counter here? And the counter's gone. No.
yeah, I think you're way ahead of me, Orko. I'm really having to wait to catch up with you. Yeah.
Yep.
I think where India would need to as far as the shape goes, it's better than the previous game for sure. But I think some of them are getting dragged by the ball quite a bit, and they'll have to check their positions in that sense because then that is leaving space behind for Morocco to exploit.
Hmm. Anita Kumari here doing well to
Yeah.
harry and hassle the last defender, but the play after that leaves a lot to be desired. Morocco clearly relying on those through ball. Oh, Kajal almost got beaten by that's a poor touch in the middle. That's a very poor touch in the middle. And referee, let's play on. India, I think, will have to be wary of these grounded through balls that that Morocco are doing. They're trying to play in from you know they're trying to play in from behind. They're trying to get in behind the Indian defense clearly.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying. It's kind of too easy for Morocco to take shots at this point in time, which means that they are not being closed down quick enough in the defense. While India is doing much better in Morocco's defensive half in terms of press, they're probably not closing down better in their own defensive half.
Hmm. But that's probably also because Morocco have the confidence to recover, right? I mean, like we said, they are pretty fast, and position stats. tell it all. Morocco with almost two-thirds of possession, India with
Yeah,
only 33% of possession, and that also means that India are chasing the game most of the time, right?
that that
You
was
would
a good
you would
outing
ex-
from a Melody.
yeah, you would expect that, um, against Morocco, that they'd at least have more of the ball, right? But
I'm
that's
not
not the
really
case.
sure of that. I'm not really sure
Yeah,
of that. Given how Morocco managed to hassle Brazil the previous time in terms of their movement and their passing as well, it was quite impressive in that sense. So yes, I knew that even in this particular game, India would not be having too much of the ball, and they will have to rely on pressing and trying to actually snatch the ball in the in the Morocco half itself.
right. That's quite a sizable Moroccan contingent in the stands there. I mean, great to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that the girls have support from fans, in the stands. I mean, amazing. I mean, that's an example of great football culture right there. You know,
absolutely.
some entanglement near the Morocco box, but I think they have a free kick. I mean, what has impressed me about Morocco is they're not afraid to play out of the press. They're they're
Yes.
great at it. I think that every
Also,
time
they're not
they manage,
letting go of it even when India is pressing. They're still trying
yeah,
to, do the same thing. So, which is very impressive.
yeah, yeah, and oh, that's fantastic on the wing. I mean, that's just a great piece of skill. Means we've seen. Oh, lovely turn there.
Hmm. Yes.
I believe that's number two side. You know, fancy footwork there. Morocco with the first corner. Maybe not the first corner, but they've Morocco looked the most more threatening of the teams. They're constantly trying to push the Indian backline back. You
Uh,
know, Sanju,
yeah, they've
Sanju
been able
Said
to
says,
find spaces pretty well.
yeah, Sanju says Morocco already had two shots on target dominating position. We are not ready for World Cup. Sanju, I mean, partially agree with you, but I'm also saying that give India time, they might grow into the game. You never know. But I also have this fear with this game is that India might get really spent if they try to match the intensity of Morocco, because we know that Morocco kept up with Brazil, right? So
Yeah,
if they try to go head on with Morocco, they might they might not succeed. It may not be the best plan. Maybe Denerby did come with a plan to try and nick one in the first 45 minutes, but so far again, it's Morocco. And again, like I said, this balls which are just breaking the, oh, that's a lovely ball. Oh, what can Morocco do? Like, there's some confusion in the defense. Oh, that's a tap in that they missed.
ooh, yeah.
Morocco hit the bar. Oh, that is just,
Oh,
I mean,
damn.
heart attack moment for India, Team
For
India there,
India,
and
absolutely.
they they could not clear their lines, and Morocco just kept coming and kept coming at them. What can Neetu Linda do here? She has a lot of green
I
space
do.
in front of her.
I think Morocco would be very, disheartened by that. I mean, it was almost a short goal right there. First a tap in and
Yeah,
then hitting the crossbar. I mean,
and
but
I think
excellent movement again from
it
Morocco there.
yeah it came from a through ball, and both Kajal and Naketa were static. They did not track it at all, and Syed just
Hmm.
got in behind them. Right?
Yes.
It's just too easy for her. I mean, the centre back just stopped moving, and they left it to Melody Chanu to really save India's bacon. Oh, that's again a good delivery there, but they did not. Again, it's number seven Neha. She seems to be the dead ball expert in this team.
Yeah. And I genuinely think that she's putting the ball in the correct places. the rest of her teammates just have to get in sync with her and try and really attack that ball. I know it's going to be difficult because, again, like I mentioned, Morocco is a physical team, and they will have players who would also attack the ball, but then the Indians have to be braver in that sense.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Shubhangi's really overcome her jitters from the first game. She's still committing. When Melody did save the first ball, Shubhangi maybe should have at least tried to delay the Morocco attacker from getting the ball in. One more time. Maybe at least try delay. Maybe try pushing them out wide. But she went for the tackle. She committed, and Morocco got a second chance immediately. So India have to really increase, at least try and increase the time between, Morocco's chances. Otherwise, the intensity could flatten them by the time they get to halftime. As it is, they look under the
True.
cosh.
True. I think India started extremely positively, but right now they're completely on the back foot because of how much pressure Morocco has put on them.
Okay, that's Astam there. Astam being the combative one. Um, and I think it's clear that Morocco have picked a favorite flank to try and attack. It's clearly India's right. Shubhangi and because Neetu's really trying to move forward, right?
Yeah,
Uh, you can see that she's leaving spaces in behind, and Shubhangi really needs to be careful here.
agreed.
It's good to see young schoolgirls come and watch the match. I mean, they're cheering for the women in blue, and great to see this. Great to see that schoolgirls get into the game. Hopefully some of them will go back, pick up a football at school, start playing,
Yeah,
and that's all you really
that's the
need
idea, no?
actually.
That's the idea, honestly, behind this. That
Yeah.
the game is able to reach more people, and we have more girls playing football in the country.
Yeah. Naveen Joshi has asked, "Do you know Bala Al Hassan?" Yes, we do know Bala Al Hassan. Obviously, a big part of the second division. Oh, that's a boot, and I think that is the first yellow card of the game. And
Mm,
I think that's Shilki who's got one right in the face, and that's Saeed.
right in the
Uh,
face, yeah.
Oh, that's Naketa. That's Naketa right in the face. Saeed has to be careful now. On a yellow card for the rest of the game, but we know she's a dangerous striker. We saw it. We've seen warning signs, and it seems like it's going to be Naketa who's going to take the free kick. It's going to be a long one. Yep.
It's going to be a long one, yes.
Yeah. But it did seem like India was slow in reacting. I mean, you almost knew that it was going to be a long one, right? So why not be on the run
Yeah.
from the time the free kick was taken? I think there was some sort of ball watching there, and that really killed any sort of hope India did have of getting onto the end of the free kick. It's very common in Indian
And
football. It's not just these
yeah,
women. It's just something active during the restart position. Uh, it's something that India have to in general Indian
really work
football.
on.
Yeah. I mean the restart and positioning during the restart. I mean that's these two things are super important, right?
Yeah. Also, I genuinely feel from what I've seen so far, even though like I like how combative Astam is, but she really has to stop hoofing the ball because she's done that quite a lot of times and it just lands nowhere. And
she's done it
Morocco
with,
players
she's done it
always have
without pressure also. She's done it without pressure
exactly.
also, which can be pretty frustrating at times. Oh, that's a heavy tackle, has to be yellow, has to be, right? Oh.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh yes.
Oh, Shilki the lucky, yeah, Shilki the
Sure.
lucky.
Sure, yes.
Yeah, Shilki the lucky girl. I mean, Shilki could have had two yellows by now. All right, Shilki is just super lucky today. No, and number 17, the captain, we saw her playing striker the other day. Today she's playing on a more more wider role.
Yeah.
She's one who's super tricky. I mean, I saw her in the last match and she absolutely terrified the Brazil defense. Before she went off, I think about 80 minutes, but she gave it her all. And I mean, I'm not really surprised that all the Moroccan women have three lungs. It's something that very something that that part of the world is known for. Is known for their ultra triathlons and marathons which go on for 5 days and 200 kilometers.
Yes.
Louis Enrique, once did, and Morocco is supposed to have the world's toughest marathon. So which is 200 kilometers over 5 days, right? So and it's just I think I think it might have
I
to do. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I think that was good progressive play from India till I think Neha just tried to do too much with the ball and ended up, putting India on the back foot over there because she put the ball back in and then Morocco had the chance to, attack from the defense.
And and I written this in my preview about Melody Chanu being shaky. She completely lost the flight of the ball there, and
Yes,
and it could have been a bad mix up if Morocco had gambled.
absolutely, I agree. That is somewhat of a problem at times with keepers that they try and commit, but they haven't. Are unable to judge the ball fully, and in that case, it gets extremely dangerous for the defense.
Here, Astam with the ball again, but that's a decent ball. But Babina is not really facing. I'm sorry, that's Shilki. Shilki is not really facing the game, and thus her control's poor, right? And Neha
Yes,
should
I
Neha
think she
should be
was
challenging for that
again. She
ball,
was just saying
right?
that.
Yeah, I think Neha should be challenging for the ball. Neha went went ahead and then again moved back. Uh, she's not been able to do much uh, you know against her fullback, the number 8.
Yeah. I think over there also she should have pushed a little bit more. She was doing a lot of start stop movement, which obviously put her on the back burner.
Okay, Shubangi does get it to Babina. Okay, they do play it. Oh, that's poor Benito Linda. There, she should be doing much better. I mean, on the rare occasions that India does get forward, you cannot afford to let a poor touch like that let you down.
Absolutely. I mean that was and she was under no pressure whatsoever. She was completely free and should have done better with the ball. It was a decent ball.
Okay, that's number 2 side on alone up, and now she has support from the captain, number 17, who tries to again play a piercing through ball, but I think that's Naketa who's in the way, and Neha once again very poor, gives the ball away. This is just added pressure on Team India, and Morocco turn it over, and oh, that's a lovely through ball, but the Morocco keeper way fast, and this is something also that we don't really see in our part of the world, where the keeper being an aggressive sweeper keeper, Abreshmina.
Yes, we don't often. I mean, I think in India, in Indian women's football especially, the keepers are told to just stay on the line and they are like very rooted at that position. So while yes, at times you need that, but then I think the keeper also has to be very confident on the ball to be able to sweep.
There you see the graphic. Morocco with 4 shots on goal, make that 5, and 2 on target. Uh, It's not bad. Five shots in the first 30 minutes. If you extrapolate it, it's almost 15 shots in the game. And if they take 15 shots, you can guarantee that one of them will sneak in. So India will have to cut down on these chances. Obviously, those sort of chances won't hurt India where they're shooting from 30, 35 yards. But again, the danger signs flashing. And we know that, Melody has a history of being shaky under the bar, especially in the exposure to games and all of that. I think we're heading for a cooling break, is it?
Yeah, I think so. It's 30 minutes, right? Yeah, so it would be a cooling break.
Yes. Yes, yes. What do you make of the
And
first
yeah, I mean
half?
Morocco has the tendency to take shots from distance, and given that they're confident on it means that they do a lot of practice for that in training, I'm guessing, and it's going to be extremely dangerous because if Melody is off the line for even one moment, then there's always the chance of the ball sneaking in to the net. So yeah,
Hmm.
I mean India will have to
And
be
we
very
saw
careful in that. And Deneby is
we
not happy about something, then he is he's I think he's probably just asking the forwards to be a bit more calm with the ball and progress, and overall for the team to progress the ball much better because they haven't been able to do that so far.
I think Neha's been poor. I won't mince my words.
Yeah.
I think Neha and I think whereas Neetu's done the job of trying to push the line back. Neha, I won't say that Neha's been good at all.
Yeah, she should be in and around Neetu Linda when she is pressing that much for so that if the ball does come to her, she has the opportunity of trying to find the back of the net, which I haven't seen her do. Yes.
Okay. And Morocco with the attack once again. And oh, that's Shubangi commits and gets beaten badly there. The fullbacks again showing their 1v1, weakness there. Neha's on the run, but what? Oh, that's a poor addition. That's a very poor addition there. And I believe that's Kajol. Just a reminder, there's one Kajal and there's a Kajol D'Souza. I believe that was Kajol D'Souza. That was just very poor. Why not try to play the ball ahead of Neha? And see, this is the thing. When you have so little of the ball, you have to value the ball and you have to do better with whatever little of it you have. You can't just give it away. India are defending for their lives at the moment.
That just like it was that was close. 1 inch on the left, and it could have been a beautiful through ball from Morocco. Another that would be counted as another shot on goal
Yeah,
from the number
sort of
10.
sheriff.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. They're just getting a lot of space to try and go for these shots. So while I understand that they're trying to protect, hold the line, but if they're not closed in at these sort of moments, any ball can just travel into the back of the net.
Okay. Vishal Khadka is saying where to watch this live. Is there live match on TV? There is. You can go to the Woot app or the Sports 18 TV channel and any other sources, Abreshmina, that you might think of. No, right? These are the two sources.
No,
If
no.
if you are
In India,
from
that's it.
within, okay,
Yeah, in India, that's it. Outside India, it's I think FIFA Plus TV.
FIFA Plus TV. Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. And I believe FIFA Plus TV is showing it for free, if I'm not mistaken. Yes?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked.
Okay. Okay. I'm watching on my trusted Foot app. Right? See, look, India committing time and again, and Morocco is just playing around them. Morocco not
Yes.
really not really flustered when India's pressing at them. They're not panicking. They're just drawing India in and beating them
Yeah,
time and
they're
again.
trusting in their skills, their skill set in terms of, especially in terms of 1v1, is better than India, which is why India needs to be a lot more smart in the way they're spending their energy, because when they're committing so much, they're spending a lot of energy, and they might not be, like you mentioned yourself, right? They might not be able to hold on for long, the intensity at
That's
which Morocco
again
is playing. And I'm not
that's
sure
again very
Morocco has spent too much of it.
that's again very poor from Neetu. Very poor. I mean,
Yeah.
it's these are tired actions, and tired actions not really helping India keep the ball. You know,
And
uh,
that's not a good sign, because it's like just 35 minutes on the clock, and you can't have tired actions when you've just won the ball. I mean, it's not like she's dribbled all the way to the goal, and after that she's coming up with a tired action. If she's coming up with a tired action like that after pressing for 35 minutes, I think that's a worrying sign for Tenerife.
yeah, and Kajal from Haryana, playing some football with Hobbs, very reminiscent, that clearance, very reminiscent of Hobbs. We know that they are a tough team. They've also gone unbeaten in Delhi. Fantastic season for them. I think ended up with
Yeah,
a goal difference of plus 131, if I'm not wrong, in just 16
right.
matches. 16 matches played, 16 matches won for Hobbs. They'll be going to the Indian Women's League this time. They're definitely a team to watch out for. And I believe Kajal will be a part of that team. Yes, I think there are three from that team in this setup, Abreshmina.
Yeah, I think so. It's Kajal. I think even Nakita comes from there, right?
Yes, but Naketa last year played for Ara FC.
Yeah,
She's from
last year. Yeah.
she's from Chuli Bagrion in Haryana, and they have their own club called Chuli Bagrion FC, right?
Again, I think that was much better from Shubhangi, where she was holding on, and even though I think, yeah, I think that was much better from her, because she was holding on and she did not like go and commit for her to be beaten 1v1. Yes, she gave a corner, but in terms of just pushing the winger behind, it was much better than what she's done so far, because she's gotten beaten very easily.
If you also look at the kicks of the two keepers, right, you'll notice small thing I noticed. Uh, Melody is just hoofing it as far and as high as she can, right? And with the principles of physics, like ball goes down with the same pace that it goes up with, right? It's simple
Yeah.
physics. uh, Tita, for example, is trying to do something different. She's trying to float it towards the half lane. She's applying clever backspin on the ball, which means the ball slows down. I know as it lands. They're trying to cushion it for the receiver. Very interesting tactic by the Morocco keeper there, and I'm very impressed with her. Such a great head, on such young shoulders. Amazing to see that. Amazing to see that keepers are being trained, the right way.
And also that helps her own players judge the ball so much better, right? Because they know what
Hmm.
is coming, instead of when the ball is just put forth on with rigorous pace, and then it just gets difficult for people to control.
Hmm. And Anita really doing this thankless job of chasing down every ball, because that was just really just a blind clearance by Shubhangi, but Anita did chase it down,
Yeah,
right? At least,
yeah,
Shubhangi did show the presence of mind to try and play the ball along the wing, and try and Anita to try and,
yeah.
and
Hope for
uh,
Anita to make that press.
intercept it. But the good thing is, India might go into the halftime nil-nil, and I don't think Morocco will be happy with that, because
Yeah,
they
I'm
created more
sure
than
they
enough.
won't be happy with that. Yeah.
See, again, Shubhangi getting beaten way too easily there. Just committing Morocco, no, the winger showing her to the outside and then cutting inside, like
Yeah.
classic trick there. I mean,
And then she tried to push her, which
yeah.
is just that because it was a light push, it went unnoticed. had the Moroccan player fell, it might have been counted as a foul because
Yeah,
it was a push straight up.
yeah, and that's quite actually, even if it isn't in the penalty box, even if it's in that space, right? It's pretty dangerous
Yeah,
for you know. Okay, the referee trying to restore some amount of decorum there. I think Nakita is going to go for this, uh, and clear it. You can see Morocco trying to crowd out, one, two, three, four people there. What can Neha do? Okay, Neha retains the ball, but oh, that's a poor give again. Okay, of two people who clashed there. I think going to be some stoppage time. Shilky, I believe. The yellow card is out. Interesting to see who gets it. Does it Shilky or it is Shilky.
it
She's
is.
lucky. It should have been three yellow
Finally
cards.
got into the ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the referee
Okay.
just decided over there that, darling, it's enough. I have given you enough leeway.
Yeah,
She was not
actually,
even
Shilky could
going
have
for
been
the
sent.
ball. She's not going for the
Shilky could
ball
have
at
been
all.
Shilky could have been sent off once and then got one more yellow card as well. Uh, and someone updating our feed saying India under 20 was India Iraq under 22 4-2, Iraq leading 4-2 in 78 minutes. Hope they are we're not checking the score yet, just waiting for half time. We're just focused on this game. Two parallel games, very difficult for Indian fans to
Yeah.
follow. And they're right, it is 4-2. Custom again losing out in the 1v1 battles. Just
The
poor.
1v1
That's
battles, I think it's very difficult for, honestly, I feel it's very difficult for any Indian to win, which is why I think both of us have been saying right from the start that they need to be more mindful and hold out a lot more than, just commit for
yeah,
anything because, oh, okay, that's
yeah.
another like really shaky collect from Melody.
Yeah, and we did say she's shaky, and the the good thing is the balls. Uh, Morocco really haven't tested her with a ball just bouncing in front of her, and
Yeah,
keepers hate those because they just bobble and go anyway, right? Uh,
absolutely. Yeah. We're aware of it. Yes.
India, I'm trying to recollect. India haven't had a shot this half. Is it? And
No,
that's
I don't think
again
so.
looked like a foul throw. Yeah, yes, yes. It is. It is. It was given a foul throw. Belief, or is that a foul? It's a foul. Okay, not given a foul. Oh yes, that is a foul throw. Sorry, things rapidly changing here. I apologize for that, but yeah, um, I think Dan will be happy. He'll take this. They haven't cut. They haven't created anything of note
They
in the
haven't
entire half.
conceded. I think Deneby would have his heart in place because of that. But
Hmm.
I still think that he would be very unhappy because I am sure that a change in tactic was so that India could create a bit more chance and try and at least go for shots, which they haven't done at all.
But Neha and Neetu both have let the tactic down, right? They haven't played their
Yeah.
parts. Thus, Anita Kumari really hasn't. She really hasn't gotten chances. Also, I feel that Anita's more likely to chase down, whereas Linda might be a more clinical option. So I'm almost sure that Neetu will so Linda will come on at some point in time in the second
Yeah.
half if they have to get some goals. I i think it might be a last 30. Oh, that's just poor. I don't know what Kajal was thinking. It just minds giveaway of the ball. Like it's really against football logic.
Basically, basically she just didn't see before she went. She
Yeah,
received the ball, and not even after that.
yeah, she just kicked it away. She just kicked it. Like
Yeah,
ball
she just
aaya,
kicked it up.
maar do. But that's it.
Hmm.
Like just kicked it away. I mean, it's sorry to say it. It's a very. I mean, it happens when you start coaching 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds, right? And you don't expect it at this level. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. That's just no need for that commitment. Oh, and they didn't get punished for it. We've been talking about it. It's Astam this time with the really needless commitment. Really, very
Yes.
needless. And and then the winger has all the time in the world to try and float in a ball, right?
Exactly. All she had to do was stay with the winger and not
Yeah,
let her, get that space to make the delivery. But
yeah,
as soon as she committed, the Moroccan winger had all the time and space.
yeah, yeah. It's like Morocco have a second on India. They know what's going to come. That's out. I think the triangles between the midfielders, the pivots, the wingers, and the fullbacks really aren't working out. I mean, they're not able to, like, either the fullbacks passes off, or the wingers control is off, or the midfielders passes off. Or again, it's just simply
I
hasn't paid off. Yeah,
I think it's also down to the lack of involvement among the midfielders, which is what I think we have discussed this, that the midfield of India needs to be a lot more involved among each other to create that kind of space. All they're trying to do is just pass the ball to the wing and hope for the best. It
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
happen
and
like that. You have to create chances in the middle as well. I mean, you create
yeah.
spaces by running in between the lines. So, yeah,
Yeah. And Neha has the better ball touches, but Neetu's ball control has just been like all over the
all over the place.
Bhubaneswar Park, if I was to say it. Uh, all over. Like it's hitting a shin and it's going off. Oh, that's just dangerous going in with your body there. Neetu commits, that's a potential red right there. Don't forget we have VAR in this tournament, right? So you can't get away with those sort of challenges.
Yes.
I think Morocco just need to calm down. They need to avoid taking these shots from. Oh, that's poor. Oh, that's just really poor by my melody. She's so shaky. Like I mean, that's a routine catch that she spilled.
Oh, that was so dangerous. I just saw it. I mean, India's very lucky. Like Melody is so lucky that that fell to an Indian defender and it could be put out. But oh my God, that was bad.
I mean, they do have a keeping coach has who does some catching practice, right? Because this is almost harakiri. Like this is
Yeah,
like
that's quite unacceptable. Especially with the flight that the ball had. She actually had ample time to judge it and
yeah,
take the catch.
yeah. And I'm gonna say it. I
That's
called it
half
in the
time.
preview. I said. Yeah, at halftime I said she was shaky. I got it in the preview, and I'm not proud of it, but yeah. So I just have one question before we, and okay. So India really doling out the high fives and the hugs and the embraces, but what for is the question.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure because I wouldn't say that was a great performance. Okay, they held out, but I think that was also down to the fact that Morocco also didn't really get in between the lines and try to make more passes in the final third. They just were going for shots from distance, which enabled Melody to make those saves.
Yeah, and here's what India have to do in the second half. They have to try and pull off more combinations. They have to try and not boot the ball every time they get it. They try to keep the ball, or then they might reduce the number of chances Morocco create. For Morocco, they have to stop trying to take every shot within 35 yards. We know Melody is shaky, right? So even a simple grounded shot might might be to, this is just
going.
me saying it. I don't wish it to happen. I'm just saying that it might
Yeah,
happen, right?
yeah. So yeah, I think we can also take that break. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll catch you
we'll
guys.
catch up.
We'll catch you guys after half time. We'll catch you guys in the second half. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And do be ready with your questions. After half time, and we'll catch you in some time. See you
Yeah.
guys.
See you.
by Al Ghazouani and an early free kick given away.
Hello and welcome back. Um,
Yeah.
Hello and welcome back um, to Sportscast coverage. The second half has started. Um, we're not sure if you're live.
I think, yeah.
We're waiting for confirmation. Yes, we are. Thanks for joining us. And Sudha Turkey coming on for Kajol, the central midfielder. So interesting to see if they go with the two top option. Uh, Melody catching it. I think that's the first time she's got it this evening.
I'm sure she's got it.
Yeah, seeing Morocco attack down the wing.
It's pretty much the same idea for Morocco at this point in time. They're still trying to attack our left.
Yeah, and I think India under the cosh from the get go. Right? Well, Nia again poor control there. Keeps overrunning the ball. Astam manages to get it to
Yeah.
Sudha. Plays a really nice ball to Anita. Neetu Linda there with space to run at her winger, but chooses to pass it to Sudha.
But I think there was a decent attempt at trying to go for a
Yeah,
bit of combination play.
yeah, yeah. So what you see here is that Sudha's gone up top. Anita's moved in the number 10 position. Neetu and Neha playing on either side of Sudha. That's poor.
Yeah.
Again, excuse me. The weather getting colder in Delhi here. As Morocco can Shubhang Singh shields it out, not taking any chances there. And Morocco clearly coming out with greater intensity here. Okay, Morocco with the corner. Navodit Jain saying, "Join now." How was the first half? Um, it was good if you're an Indian fan. I mean, I wouldn't say good, but India kept a clean sheet. India didn't
Okay.
manage to, yeah, yeah, India didn't concede, so that's good in a way, right? And confusion, the Indian defense. Is that a penalty? Well, that's a penalty. By the looks of it,
Oh,
looks like Shiliki Devi.
Silky. Oh my God.
Oh, okay, that's clear handball, Benaket. I mean that's clear as day. I mean
Yeah.
it's just very clear. It's just as
Oh my God.
blatant
Yeah.
as it gets. Yes, as blatant as it gets. Let's
Yeah.
see if Melody Chanu can for one pull something off. You know, uh, cruel way for India to concede if this does happen.
I mean, I would say that India invited the pressure,
Yeah,
and
and
there was a very very obvious handball from Nakita.
in Naketa, yeah, and in the first 5 minutes of the second half, you can't come out with that. You have to be a little more smarter than what you were in the first half, right?
Yeah.
And oh, that's a cool penalty kick. Yeah, that I mean Morocco 1-0 up. Or Abreshmina
Oh,
again seems to be
no
trailing me
chance.
by seconds, but yeah,
Yeah. No
but
chance
yeah, I
for
mean,
Melody over there. It's a very,
yeah, no
very well
chance for
taken.
melody. Yeah, it's a nice jig by the Morocco team. It's nice to see the young girls having fun. But yeah, I mean, no chance for melody. That one.
Yeah.
Trying her best to put her off, but yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah. That was almost like she didn't care what Melody was doing in front of her goal, and she just had to go for it. So yeah, trailing 1-0. Now India has got to be on the offense. I mean, they pretty much don't have a choice anymore. Like they have to try and create a bit more. Neha hustling on the wing. Oh, that's just poor ball control from India's side. They it was just it was just shielding the ball. It was just basic practice of shielding the ball that couldn't be executed, which is why they lost the ball and it's a goal kick.
apologies, some issues with my camera seem to be back now. Yeah, so I mean, where do Team India go from here? Abreshmina.
So they have to attack. Do they have a choice anymore? They don't have a choice anymore, right? They have to create a bit more.
Yeah. First half stats are pretty damning. Morocco 11 shots on goal, 5 shots on target.
Right.
India 0-0. No?
Yeah. So as much as they would be okay with the fact that okay, at least they didn't concede, but then in terms of chance creation and trying to put themselves out there, it was pretty like
Yeah.
they were pretty short on that.
And that's a poor set piece by India. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't go into the danger zone. It landed way higher, like way ahead, right?
I mean, I'm not sure why Neha didn't take that free kick because she's done a decent job she had done a decent job so far in the two corners that
Yeah.
India got in the first
Or
half.
maybe Denerby just
So,
got bored and said, "Oh, let's try something different this time." But yeah, I mean,
I
Neetu
think Neha
Linda,
was working, no, but there were a few things that have been working for India. So
yeah, Neetu does manage to beat her winger for the first time,
yeah,
but the end ball is just poor, and we still to have a shot, still haven't had a shot. Just imagine if this was the previous batch and there had been a Priyanka Devi who's known for her long
yes,
range shots,
I agree. Yeah.
right? I mean, who's the Priyanka Devi of this batch? That's just a
No one.
needless hoofing away of the ball. When you need a goal, I mean, it's pretty hopeful, and that Sudha seems to have rammed into her opposition centre back.
Yeah.
And for more
The Moroccan
insights,
coach is not happy.
yeah, Kishore Darnal saying,
I think that was 50-50.
yeah, Kishore Darnal saying Arka should review under 20 AFC and the girls should review under 17 World Cup. The girl's name is obviously Abreshmina Kadri for those yet unaware. And we're both watching this match. Honestly, we haven't watched the under 20 AFC, right? Navo saying why they have to play long ball. It was going well. Agree, Navo, agree. But it's probably at this point of time, it's probably a part of our football culture to just hoof the ball away. I mean, it's. I mean, we panic and we hoof it.
Yeah.
Abreshmina, given that this was a World Cup match and given that you watched so much, so many, so much of women's football. Uh, did you think that this match would be different? Do you think that they were
In terms
ever
of the
going to
style of play?
try and, yeah, do you think they're going to try and keep the ball? Because I
No.
mean, it is a World Cup match. There has been considerable expenditure. You have a foreign coach in Thomas Dennerby, who's come in.
No, but I still don't think that they were going to be able to keep the ball because let's be honest, Orko, this that confidence of keeping the ball and playing out from the back and concepts like that cannot be taught at 16, 17, right? I mean, it's got to start earlier, and it's very difficult to align the entire team on that concept if even 4 or 5 people are not comfortable with it, which would be the case in this team. That there are at least 6 players who will not be too comfortable with the ball, so it's very difficult to execute that concept without everybody being on the same page.
Right. Right. But the Moroccan keeper, on the other hand, I mean, superb distribution, just dinking it over the on-rushing Indian forwards, and just finding
Yeah.
the winger and the fullback every single time. It's great to watch. It's great to watch this young keeper. Oh, that's just agricultural there. I mean, it's just as uh, I mean, I don't know what
No.
Kajal was
Was that
doing. What was Kajal doing, Abreshmina?
it just didn't get she didn't judge where the ball was coming, to be very honest, because it was a miss kick.
Yeah, she didn't just bounce the ball. Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Morocco, nice
And
delivery into
hence
the danger
Morocco have
zone
a
there. Yeah. I mean, it
I
really.
still kind of feel that we're not really attacking the ball when it comes from the corner.
No, no,
We're
no,
trying to
no, we're not.
crowd the space and
Hmm.
block out attack from the Moroccan players, but we are not
Hmm.
going for the ball ourselves.
We're not challenging for the first header. Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Kajal there, trying to prove you wrong, trying to put her, head into that head or trying to get it. You know,
She was free. She wasn't under any pressure.
yeah. Oh, that's just poor. Yeah, another heart in the mouth moment. Naketa gets it
Hmm.
wrong. It's another penalty there, but
Yeah.
I think again, like, oh, wait, oh, have we escaped? Yes,
Oh, we have. Is would VAR
VAR
be would VAR be looking at this?
should,
Oh
right?
my God, that yes. Oh, the referee is going back to it, I think. No. Okay.
No.
I think we've
No.
escaped. We might
Yes,
have
we
escaped.
have. We've escaped. We've escaped. If Shilki
That's
is the
strange
luckiest
though.
player on the yeah, Shilki luckiest player on the pitch, Naketa second most luckiest player on the pitch. Right. There would have been two penalties to Naketa's name today.
Yeah.
Right. Now India just piling 10 bodies ahead of the box there.
We discussed
Do you
this
think that
also, right? That it would be
the
very difficult
intensity
for
is
India
over?
to keep up the momentum and intensity
Yeah.
for the entirety of the match. And that is
The rare
exactly what we're
occasion
seeing
that
at this point in time.
yeah, rare occasion does Neha does intercept the ball. She's just kicking it away. She just like
Yeah.
there's no real control. Oh, that's it's too simple. I mean, you can see the that's more. Oh no. I mean that's a horrendous mistake by Melody there. I mean, it's
Oh, oh, that's all melody. That's all melody, to be very honest.
no, but it starts from the wing, right? And you can see that run coming from
Yeah,
a mile away. You can see that and it's a captain. Yeah, you can see that run coming a mile away. You can see she's making the run behind, and the defense is completely static. Look at this. Look at the replay.
yeah.
I mean,
Just waiting for the replay.
Astam's too slow to react. Right?
Yes.
She's out of position. Right? And that's. I mean, that's just. It's too. I mean, this can't be done at a World Cup. This can't be done at an IWL level. This can't be done at a state league level. Forget.
And I'm sorry, even in that, again, Nakita's action was like this. Like she was going to handle the ball again. So I mean, in terms of, having a reflex like that, also it's wrong. That is something that she hasn't been taught well, to be very honest. That your
Okay.
actions, your instant reaction cannot be to put your hand up. That because that's a
Yeah.
handball.
Yeah. And Kishore Darnal saying, I'm a viewer from Kathmandu, Nepal. Can you say it in Nepali? Namaste, cha khabar. I'm guessing what's the news? Hi, what's the news? That's and
Yeah.
he's saying something else also, but I don't know what it means, so I'm not going to say it. It might be something I don't know. But Kishore, thank you for joining us. Please keep keep tuning into Sportscast to watch more of Indian football. Glad to know that folks from Nepal are joining in. Really love your enthusiasm for football, guys. I mean, it showed
Yes.
every time we
Absolutely.
play the SAF Championship. Every time we play SAF Championship, it shows. It shows that you guys are super. You know, even though I mean there are some YouTube spats every time between you guys and the Indian fans, but your passion for the game cannot be denied. The
Yeah, the
it's
amount
it
of people
has
that
to
turn up on the like in the stadium, it's fantastic.
yeah. Yeah, and see, this is what we're talking about, right? So as soon as we received it, we are booting it away, right? But the winger can try, pulling out wide, right? We can try sparking a counter attack. That has to be handball, right? But game's continuing. Okay.
I think because that was an unavoidable handball, that's why the game
Ah, okay.
continued.
Yeah. Where can I watch the live stream for free? Haitham Menkamil is asking. We're not sure, Haitham, but you can try FIFA TV, right?
Yeah,
As if we called it Linda Com coming on. But do you think Anita Kumari is going to be the one going off? I have a feeling
I
it
think
is going
so.
to be her. Yeah. Shilki Devi. Shilki didn't last the last match also. Shilki didn't last this match also. Right? I think Thomas Denby saying she might eventually end up getting the red card, so might as well just
Yes,
take her off.
absolutely. I
Right?
agree with you. I agree with
And
you.
it's Neha.
A hundred
It's
percent on
Neha.
that.
Yeah, it's Neha. It's Neha who's going off, right? So interesting to see where she
I
plays.
think
Sudha
Anita would
Turkey.
switch to the wing then.
No, it's Linda. It's Linda, who's who's moved to the wing, and Shell just come in for Shelky. So maybe a last throw of the dice from Denervi trying to get the goal, right?
Yeah, I
Is
think
interesting to
he
see
would
see
love
India
some.
trying to be combative, but a bit of afters there. India have to be careful. These are FIFA trained referees. What passes. Oh, I think Melody pulls off a save and she's celebrating. She just scored a goal, and everybody is going to congratulate Melody. That sort of day for her. It's been that sort of day, but it's again so it's too easy. It's too
Yes.
easy for Morocco, Abreshmina.
I also think I think it's Assam's fault here because again she's in the second half. What we've seen from her constantly is the
She's getting dragged.
fact that she's
Yeah.
getting so dragged and she's going so out of position that she's leaving that
Hmm.
whole space behind her. And that's very
Yeah.
dangerous.
But Naketa should also be recovering faster, right? Naketa should also be recovering faster and try to cut off the angle, right?
Yeah, she should be, but I think both of them are not able to you know uh, sync up on that.
Yeah. And remind me, Abreshmin, India still haven't had a shot on target. I think.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's Linda who has moved centrally. I think it's Anita who has moved to the left. Okay, and it makes sense because Anita, yeah, she's calm. Linda's calm on the ball, so that helps. Helps having somebody like that in the center. You can't also help
And
but
also,
thinking.
Anita usually has played on the wings, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
She's
makes sense.
played either side of. Uh,
Linda.
sorry, she's played either side of Linda, right?
Yeah,
Morocco with 60% possession, 15 shots. That's just poor from Anita. I mean, that's just a no man's land ball. I mean, that's it's okay. So they do get it back, right? Oh, Anita, she had time to take a shot. You know, 40% possession, but 68 minutes, and still India haven't had any shots.
a touch too
And
many.
yeah, and you know that you can't score if you don't have any shots on goal. It's as simple as that, I think.
Still zero, as the graphic showed a while ago. So not uh, not very good in terms of how the offensive side of India's play. And as you can see, it's 2-0, so not great defensively too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's poor distribution already there. Yeah, Morocco running out comfortable winners.
Yeah, like I just mentioned a while ago as well. I mean, it was always going to be extremely difficult for India to keep up the intensity that they started with, and it's showing in their uh, match with late actions, being overrun very easily.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look. I mean, it's pretty low quality football. I mean, I'll be very honest, right? That's.
Absolutely
I
correct.
mean, what is Sudha Turkey doing there? She's miles offside, right? Even if Linda wants to pass it to her, she couldn't pass it to her.
She can't. Yeah.
She's just standing in a. It's not even marginal. It's like it's you have very few options, right? And again, the booting. I mean, old
They
habits
just can't
die hard.
help it, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
what happens?
Exactly what I was saying. It's just,
Okay.
uh, once again, all you can end up saying is, like, teach them better when they're young.
Yeah. Third, third yellow card in this match. I think third or fourth. I think for Morocco, I think it's the third. I think, and that's clear. That's clear yellow card. I mean, it's a crunching tackle on Linda. Yeah, but no Neha to put the ball into a dangerous position. So I mean, it's going to be somebody else. It's Naketa.
I think Nikita, I think it's going to be Nikita, yes.
Do you think she'll go for it? This is again something that we see it in Indian football, going for it direct from
I
outrageous
I think
distances.
I think it would be very unwise to do that.
No, I mean whether it is unwise or not, I'm not debating that. I'm not debating it at all. I'm just saying, I'm just wait and looking at the huge run-ups. I have to say that is exactly what. Yup.
Terrible. Ab- Terrible. I don't have any other word for that free kick. She's even angry at herself for that. Completely out of line.
Yeah, clearly, and I mean, you're not helping yourself by playing these random balls, right? I mean, it's the hopeful balls. See, I mean, and that's what I like about Linda is that not Neetu Linda, I'm talking about Linda Com.
Yeah,
Is that she has this uncanny ability to play in tight spaces.
correct.
That's just poor control. I mean, it's for Shalja. I mean, it's infuriating to see that. I mean, it's just
That's simply not having enough confidence on your ball skills. I mean, that is what showed in that touch from Sharjah.
Morocco with substitutions here, and looks like this is closing of the game. I think Morocco
I
really
think
done
Morocco
well.
just now
Yeah.
trying to rest their players and
Yeah.
prepare them for the next game.
I really want to see a shot. I really want to see India take a shot before against even against the US. They had two shots, mind you. US had 13, but the US had 30, but India had two, which is makes this flat performance all the more surprising. Commentators, you are probably the nicest commentators I've heard narrate a game. Albert Rubio, we are controlling ourselves. We are also both licensed. We are also both licensed coaches. And honestly, we don't want to put any blame at the feet of the girls. It's the the responsibility for this debacle lies somewhere else. And thank you, Albert Rubio, for for recognizing our restraint in calling this game. It's been very difficult. It's been very, very, very difficult to watch this. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. It's been very difficult. Been very difficult, and it's these are not good actions at all. I mean, I'll be very honest. These are not good actions
Yeah,
at all. I mean, if Morocco have taken and that's really the pecking order, Abreshmina. If in this group, right, if all teams take at 10 actions, the US get 8 right, probably, right? Brazil
yeah,
also gets 7 or 8 right. Morocco probably
yeah.
get
7,
4 or 5 right, and India
5.
get
Yeah, I'd say 5.
India get 1 or 2 right.
One. I'd call it one.
Yeah. Regia coming on. I think Denerby is now just trying to give everybody some time. Think the game's up clearly, and Morocco still full of intensity, still full of intensity, right?
Exactly what we called, right?
Hmm. Right. It's come on, Sudha, take a shot. Nope, nope, not happening. Not gonna happen. Yep.
Again, the indecision in, in the final third, the uh, not having the confidence to go and take a shot and just delaying it so much that you end up losing the ball.
Yeah. I know we heard studio experts say, we've created some fear in their defense. Sorry, studio experts, we're not sure. You might be watching the India AFC game, but definitely it wasn't this game in which they created some fear. Right? We've reached the second cooling break and everybody's rushing on,
Denerby is
everybody's rushing it on.
furious.
Yeah, everybody's furious. Right? I mean, I don't know what the Morocco coach is saying, but it looks like he is talking about playing the third man, right?
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I mean, he's talking about that. It's very interesting to say. Pavneet Penny, one
And
of our
Denerby,
very loyal injury time watchers, saying, "Hello guys, कैसे हो?"
yeah,
Paji, हम ठीक है, but I can't
ठीक
say
ही
the same for
है.
Team India. Can't say the same for Team India. Though, if there is two shots against the mighty USA today, it's zero. I mean, it's zero. Like, I mean, and like, wow, like it's did not expect this. Expected at least to take a shot.
I think that's the reason why Denerby is furious with them, because again ahead of the match he said that we have a real chance in this one,
Yeah,
and it's we haven't even been able to get a shot. So I mean, obviously that is not a great look for him as well.
yeah. uh, as KD, our producer, said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. They've just reached 100K, like you said, and that's honest admission of guilt from. I think that's Anita Kumari. She's holding her ears and saying, "Sorry, sorry." It's very what do you say? It's a very nice moment. Something that you see in Indian schools where kids hold their ears to say sorry. Abesh, an important question: what effect does have three matches like this have on these girls? Like, do they clearly, and again, Astam just trying to boot it out. Like, it's quite pointless at this point of time. But I mean, and I think it was Einstein who said insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Clearly, Astam and Einstein have different ideas. As yeah, minute 80 and still haven't had a shot on goal. Wow, we going to go out of the World Cup without having a single
I
shot on
honestly
goal. No,
think
yeah,
a
sorry,
performance
go on.
like this is almost demoralizing, more than the US
Yeah,
one. because the gap between USA and India is like for everybody to see, and
Yeah,
it was something that was extremely expected. While
yeah,
yes, given how Morocco did against Brazil, we did know that even like Morocco is going to be like super difficult, and they are going to be a superior team than India. But
yeah.
to not be able to create even one good moment is
Hmm.
not something that you would expect, or they would want to showcase to the country or the world.
Yeah, and I mean, it's to honestly celebrate this 2-0 defeat as a narrow defeat would also be would also be a very defeatist thing, and even at this point of time, you're seeing again. I mean,
Yes.
Linda. I mean, change the ball. The ball is slippery. I mean, can't you see? Melody, Melody's not able to, not able to hold on to it. Who put water on the ball? Fire them immediately. Don't do this to poor Melody. She's not able to
Again,
catch the
yeah.
ball. Yeah.
I don't know, that like nerves or something. I
Oh,
don't really understand.
that's just a nasty. That's just nasty off the ball. That's just nasty off the ball. I mean, the
Ooh.
referees actually avoided going to the VAR a couple of times.
And
That's just uncalled for. Yeah,
she's
that's
literally
that's really
turning and
uncalled for.
telling Sudha like, "Don't do it. I am allowing
Yeah,
the flow of the game.
yeah.
Don't force me to put my hands in my pockets and dish out the card."
Hmm. And unfortunately, this outing hasn't been very chocolatey for Melody. Sorry for the pun, but yes, we might have
Nice.
shot. We did. Yes, it is our first shot, but Tita there, standing tall, standing brave,
Uh, and
and
again, very bad presence of mind for Anita to have over there, because she had, uh, you know, she had somebody along Sudha only. I think she had Sudha uh, along alongside her, and she could have tried to make up the pass, maybe like a couple of seconds before she took the shot and before she was closed down.
yes, we can we be finally happy. Will be going home happy. He at least had a shot on target. Yes, good. And see, I mean, I honestly don't understand why Linda Com wasn't started. I don't understand it. I felt,
Same, I don't
I feel,
understand it either.
I feel it's a move that backfired. I feel that the move to leave her on for the last year might have been because of Morocco's intensity, but it's not. I don't agree with it. Don't agree with it at all.
Same. I think
Oh, that's just
once
tired
more I
actions.
can
I
say
mean,
that anything that
Morocco.
it
Oh,
was.
this. Oh, Morocco almost getting Melody
Oh, that
again
was
all over the place.
close. That was really close.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, look, she waltzes past Astam, she beats Kajal, ठीक है, and she puts it into an area, and Shubhangi is just ball watching. Shubhangi is ball watching. Melody's flat-footed. It's pretty amateurish and lucky not to be
I
punished
actually didn't
again.
understand why Melody was off her line
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
So sorry for that.
Melody catching it again. signs of improvement. Right.
Stop it, Arka.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm happy every time she catches the ball. I'm really happy for her.
You're
Oh,
relieved.
that's yeah. I mean, Kajal first
Oh, that.
flattening the man before booting it out. I mean, and Kajal not even bothering to boot it out for a throw in. She just, you know,
Oh, no, I think the mistake was also from the player before her, who actually booted it to towards the India goal.
yeah.
This
I
is,
mean, it's just a
yeah.
game of
Why would you do that?
who can. Uh, okay. Hamid BLO saying, I watched the match in TV and listened to you too. Thank you, Hamid. Great, great to see.
Thank you.
Pavneet Penny saying, अरे मैंने सुपर चैट भेजी थी आई नहीं इधर सॉरी पाजी sorry पाजी this is probably not your day or team India's day, right? Julius Malama saying poor India football is not for you. Julius, if you can
Oh
understand Hindi,
no.
हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन. I don't know when that one day is going to come, but we are in FIFA's words, we are a sleeping giant, right? Right now, right now
Sleeping
the
since
snooze button
pretty
is,
much forever.
like I said, snooze right now, snooze button on, but the moment we hit awake, better watch out for us. Of course, I say that with a lot of hope
I think quite
and
a deflated,
and,
fan base for
and,
India
and
there.
yeah, and a bit of despair also, right? Yes, Pavneet Penny got it. Um, Great job, Paji. Love your enthusiasm. Zuhir, one of the goal scorers, comes off. It's passer, right? Number 20. I like I like Linda
I
Com.
think that's smartest.
She's she's smart. She's smart. She's
She
smart
is,
and
and her
and
movement is good, which is what I think
yeah,
is
she's
has
she's
been
she's
making the difference.
she's pushing the ball. She's at least trying to play the ball. What do you say? To the forward.
Progressively.
She's trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to progress with the ball. She's trying to take the game. You know, Morocco have been pushing the line, and okay, there you have it. Again, needless thumping of the ball.
Yes.
Again, Linda Com there in
It's just
space, but
for anybody
Anita Goma
who's
not seeing.
watching,
Anita didn't see Linda at all. Anita didn't see Linda at all. She was making the run,
yeah,
right? She was there to be found, and
absolutely.
Anita's vision just very
Myopic.
myopic. Yes, yes, jinxed. You know. Now I get to say statue also, right? Pavneet Penny saying in 2026 Arka we will play World Cup. Pavneet, there are a few things I can't say on this, watch along. I'd rather not. And I appreciate the sarcasm. Also, I get the sarcasm. Don't worry. Julius Malama saying from 8-0 against US, now 2-0 against host country. Very bad news for Indian Football Federation. Julius, clearly you're not very well acquainted with our people. So bad news or not, I leave that to you to judge, and the football federation to judge. I'm just going to sidestep it. Pro not gaming saying grassroots are the key to success. Yes, pro not gaming, we know. uh, but
We've been saying it since
some
forever.
uh, but some some folks also think that World Cup is the key to success, and to each his own. Really, we've said it. 4 minutes of extra time. That it?
Mm.
इंडिया तभी फीफा या वर्ल्ड कप के मैच जीतना स्टार्ट कर पाएगी जब इंडियन प्लेयर्स में स्टैमिना स्पीड आ जाएगी. एमएम आई एश्योर यू स्टैमिना नॉट द इशू, इट्स डिसीजंस.
It's the ability to make the right decisions in less amount of time.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a lovely through ball. That has to be three. That is three. That is. It is three. It's three. Good night, Team India.
I sneezed and we conceded.
Penny saying, "Who is this Pokemon with a penguin?" I have no idea. Pavneet stopped playing with Pokemon, I think, about 10 years back. India could have waited for another 7 to 10 years to host the under 17 to instead of now. What are your opinions? Manbok, I mean, we've said it, I think.
I Yes, we both, and I think I can say this for Orko as well. Both of us are of the opinion that we need regular age group leagues first
Yeah, instead of a,
before we
yeah,
put
instead of World Cup.
ourselves on the world stage. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. अच्छा हुआ वूट का सब्सक्रिप्शन नहीं लिया. Someone, this
No,
chat, this
no,
chat.
actually it's very important. If you are,
If you're a football
if
fan,
you really want to follow Indian football, and as in general, if you're a football fan, you should really watch these games to get a real idea on where exactly the women's football across the world is going, and how far away we are to 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 have that reality check constantly. It's very important because otherwise we are fed really lovely stories uh, for to make us believe that we can qualify for the World Cup.
yep. And I think a reality check, right? Um,
Yeah,
Again, like we said, very, very, very harsh on these young ladies, right? I
exactly,
won't.
they're being thrown into the deep end, without
Yeah.
really having all the means to fulfill their roles there.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm surprised nobody's cracked the joke. Melody इतनी shaky क्यों है, right? Uh,
Now you have.
Yeah. Now I have two continents done, one more to go. Even to Morocco, we considered three. Honestly, Manbok, we're just lucky it's not more. And even at this point of time, right? Oh, that's almost a fourth. Melody pulls off a big save. Yeah,
Hmm.
Melody. Go Melody, I
No, that
would
was a
say.
fantastic ball, you know,
Yes.
uh, for that
And
shot to
in
get it.
and I think Naketa's almost given up. Naketa almost given. She just let it aram
And
se go. That's Kajal.
and
Sorry. Yeah.
again, I think, Astam was completely out of position, and
Yeah.
it's unforgivable. Honestly, the amount of times she's been off her position, it's unforgivable. Because she has a certain level of responsibility being the captain. So yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep, yep. Join us on injury time as me and Abby we break down the game. We're not going to do it for long. We're probably going to do it only for about 15 minutes. Oh yes, that's full time. 3 points to Team Morocco.
Yes.
They'll go home happy. We finally saw a shot on goal. So you know
We had one shot on goal. One
we had
shot.
one shot on goal.
One
We
shot.
had one shot on goal.
Did we have that on goal?
The Yes, yes, and Tita pulled off a magnificent save, right?
Okay.
That's points, 11 goals considered in two games, none scored.
Good.
Um, and Morocco don't seem too happy, probably because they could have scored more. Abreshmina Kadri.
I agree. I agree. I think I think what Morocco will take from this game would perhaps be a bit more confidence in the fact that they can uh, pull off more combinations in the final third to try and get an easier goal than trying to hit so many shots from far away, because they
Huh.
do have the
It was
capability,
a
to be very honest.
it was
They have
a,
the
it was a
intensity,
good
they have
training.
the runs.
It was a good, yeah, I'm saying it was a good training exercise for them today, Abreshmina.
Yes, I guess.
Yes, yes. We just wait for the full time starts while we just wrap up. You can catch us on injury time, like we said, and we hope you will follow us there. Uh, so India are officially out of the World Cup after Brazil and USA
Yeah, joint
played
wins here.
one all draw earlier on in the day. So they are on 4 points each. Morocco now has 3 points. And it was pretty much expected, but expected that India would create some sort of threat against against this team,
Morocco.
right, against Morocco,
Yeah.
which does look like it will be the weakest squad I mean the second weakest in the group, now that they've obviously beaten India, right?
Yeah.
Producer just saying, please redirect them to your channel again. Please move on to injury time India after this. Give us 2 minutes. We'll just get some water into our systems, take a deep breath, and then start with the tactical review. I hope you guys really liked,
Yeah.
watching us. And we really love having you guys
Watching
here.
along with us. Yeah.
Yeah, and Pavneet Penny saying need more of this watch alongs. I can't agree more with you, Baji, and we really need people as passionate as you, honestly. Right?
Joining us for
Second goal
sure.
from India was arguably offside, though definitely not offside, pro not gaming, because Melody really fumbled it. And you all act like Morocco isn't a country with football history. No, that's not true. Batata ki. So we know Morocco has a football history. We knew that, but we also know that they were the third strongest team in the group. So I think a lot of
Yeah.
people expected that there would be some sort of threat level from
To
Team
be
India
very
today, but there
honest,
was. Hmm.
yeah, to be very honest, it's not like at least I can say that about Orko and I. We didn't expect India to really maybe win
Hmm.
this game or something, but we did
Yeah.
expect them to maybe try and at least try and create more, because I think there was a serious lack of even attempt at creativity, which is the disappointing bit.
Yeah. Yes, and Pavni Panesh says, please start membership injury time. More on injury time later. Give us 2 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us. Right? Really liked your company. Till next time, sayonara. Subscribe to Sportscast. And that's good night from me and Abreshmina on Sportscast. Join us on injury time
Follow us to
quick
injury time.
for a quick tactical review, and share, subscribe, and like Sportscast. If you like sports, follow Sportscast. Yep. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.